etc., are over. And again, Jim can emphasize his wonderful service to the staff of the Nyack Library and the public who are forever making use of the library's service. Please join me in a heartfelt salute to our superb library director, Jim Mahoney.
I don't want to detain you much longer. So much has been said. This has been a long 3.5 years in the construction project. But for many years, I've been intrigued by Hillary Clinton's thesis on it takes a village to raise a child. She says the village can no longer be defined as a place on a map or a list of people or of organizations. But its essence remains the same. The village is the network of values and relationships that support and affect our lives. Actually, it seems that this concept is quite ancient. It is found as a proverb in many African cultures. Its meaning is similar to what the English poet John Donne meant when he wrote his famous line, "No man is an island entire of itself." The village in the 21st century, of course, is now a metaphor for a much broader sense of community that is almost boundless in its boundaries. Yet in the end, I believe it is always shaped by the persuasions of local individuals who live together in a specific place. Thus, I suggest that not only does it take a village to raise a child, in fact, it takes a whole community to support and build a library. Our new completed library is a composite of such very rich minds and talents that have come together for a very specific purpose over the past 8 years. Without each of you who live here, who have pledged their financial support, nothing at all could have been accomplished. Without the bold moves of our library board and the visions of our staff, and the help of your ideas, there would have been no impetus, no heart to the library project. Without the experience of exceptional architects, electricians, plumbers, builders, nothing would have taken shape to please the eye and provide the practical form of what we wanted. Without the small and large contributions of manufacturers and people throughout the entire country, indeed the global village, we would not have had the supplies and materials to create our goal. In Mrs. Clinton's idea of the new village, its citizens are supposed to identify places where the village is already flourishing, so they can bring there to create the better tomorrow their children deserve. Well, you know, I think you have done just that right here at Nyack by creating this Nyack Library. It's a community marketplace of ideas and social interplay. And we who have worked on this library project so long and hard have done it solely for one reason. And that reason is you. You, my dear friends. The library is yours. Every man, woman, and child in this library district can now utilize and enjoy it. This now is the fulfillment of all our plans for this community, and it is our pleasure now to present to you what has been accomplished. I don't get a chance to say this very often publicly, but I want to tell you I am extremely proud of the library staff that I have assembled over the years to run this library. And they too have one purpose for being here. They are preparing the marketplace and waiting to serve you whenever you enter this marvelous new space. You have to help you. Librarian Sharon Aperto, our energetic head of adult services, supported by Tom Berman and Belinda Cash, and I tell you, these are three of the best reference librarians you're going to find in this county. And nowhere will you find a more creative, child-nurturing librarian than our own Aldana Pilmanis. Who along with teen librarian Elizabeth Hobson and Claudia Ursulani, these three librarians use that newly created jewel in our crown, the new Children's Library and Storytime Room, to provide your children every day with a lifetime of learning experiences and indeed memories. Brian Jennings, who is standing also with us, who heads our new just loves to help you with history and dabble with technology and tell us what's new on the horizon. While Donna Lightfoot Cooper is marshalling the staff, the staff of our new popular materials area into a core of professional customer service representatives. So it can never be said here in NIAC that we will allow self-service operations and technology to replace personal interaction and helpful service. Behind the scenes, the creative Matthew Cuzio, head of materials management, always busy with ideas to improve whatever he comes across. While upstairs, my administrative assistant, Minerva Parker, keeps all the library's human resources running smoothly. But one last word about the construction period, which I am very glad to say is over after these 3.5 years. But in my mind, there were two heroes in that process to whom we owe much thanks. The first is Mark Davis, and I don't know if Mark is here, we invited him. He's the superintendent of work on the site hired by Helmut Cronin. Mark was a first-class professional. He cared about his work and never failed to go the extra mile. The second construction hero is the library's own Stephen Hofer. Our manager of operations and finance, who has such a sharp eye for detail, and I guess that's why he's an accountant, and such loyalty and interest in everything that we do and everything that happens at the library, that he is truly the kingpin of all that happens here. I can truly say that Mark and Stephen made this library into what you see before you today. So you see, it does take all of us, the staff, the board, the volunteers, to provide a library for the community. And as I have said, there is just one purpose of why we are here: you and your needs. Yes, it does indeed take a community to create a library. All of you who live in Nyack, South Nyack, Upper Nyack, Central Nyack, Grandview, Upper Grandview, as well as Valley Cottage, you are shareholders in this beloved institution. The library is yours. a place for peaceful connections between people and ideas. After we finish here, I invite you to walk through one of the library doors and enter the experience we have prepared for you. I hope you will come back frequently to draw upon our resources to enrich the past, the present, and the future of your minds. Welcome to your library.